Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about USDJPY. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment we have a market which is testing a quite strong monthly support and demand area. In fact, this area was acting here as previous resistance. Then we had the break above that zone. And what we know is that in the market, previous resistance, once it is broken to the upside, becomes support. So the market here retested this previous monthly resistance turn support, started rejecting it to the upside. And at the moment, it is facing exactly the previous high. Now, when the market faces the previous high after a rejection above support, usually it will start to find some resistance at the level, but if the market continues to push, at some point it's supposed to break above the previous high. So we are now exactly testing that level with the possibility of a potential break above the area. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Well, from a weekly perspective, first of all, let's identify the structure. We have a market which clearly has been creating weekly higher highs and higher lows. We had a massive move to the upside, correction, higher high, minor higher low. Now there is a possibility for a new higher high to be created because the first high was here, the second one here, and there is a possibility now to see a new higher high. At the same time, we have the previous low here, higher low here, higher low here. Now there is a possibility for the next higher high. So the weekly time frame from a trend perspective is very bullish. Now let's drop down on the daily time frame and see what we have. Well, from a daily standpoint, the situation is quite clear. We have a market which is currently stuck in this range. We have, in fact, the top of the range here acting as resistance, which has already been tested multiple times and respected as resistance. And at the same time, we have support here at the bottom of this range. And we can see how precisely the market has been respecting these two levels. Now, until the market will remain in between these two areas, we could simply expect more horizontal price action to be created. At the same time, if we get a break below the zone, we wouldn't really have anything interesting because the best probabilities in the market come when all the time frames are showing the same direction. And in this case, the monthly and weekly are bullish. So the only way in which all the time frames would be showing the same direction is if also the daily time frame breaks above structure, because at that point, monthly, weekly, and daily would all be aligned to the bullish side. Now, before we continue with analysis, first, let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing. Now, if we check the data precisely for the JPY, we can see how with the last reports, net positions have been decreased massively. We went from having minus 102.3k net positions all the way down to having minus 143.2k net positions. So clearly, institutions have been moving to the bearish side of the JPY, and institutions shorting the JPY make USDJPY stronger because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So if we're looking at the data for the JPY, you're actually looking at the JPY USD. So institutions shorting JPY USD means that they are longing USDJPY, obviously. And in fact, we can see how with the last report, they have added 9.3k shorts on the JPY and closed 4.7k longs, meaning that they actually have been longing USDJPY. Therefore, the institutions expect an increase in price for USDJPY. Now, keeping that in mind, let's move back to the analysis from a technical perspective. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find both on the screen and also linked in the description, so you never miss new updates. Now, back to the analysis. Well, from a daily perspective, in the situation, as we were saying, if we get a break above the high, this previous resistance would become support. And at that point, after the break on the retest of the previous resistance turn support, that is where we have good probability of getting more institutional longing, which at that point would further increase the probabilities of a potential rejection to the upside away from this level. So this zone here is a quite interesting area if we get this break and retest. So if we get a break and retest, what would I expect in a situation like this? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential push higher away from this level. Now, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked both in description and on the main page of my YouTube channel. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to the most complete, all-inclusive mentorship program that I have created for you. As soon as you open the website, you will see this video breaking down everything included in the mentorship program. And in the program, you have the possibility to gain access to all my courses and also to the software, so the COT data software, which is exactly the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software with Telegram signals integration, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, so you will have my personal contact. And if you continue to scroll down on the website, you will see that directly from the website, you will have the possibility to register and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the registration process. So at least I suggest that you go and check it out right now. The link is both in description and in the main page of my YouTube channel, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.